Well, it is marketing, and that's one of the reasons why I don't. When I talk about wind and solar, I say wind energy, solar energy. I call them alt energy, alternative energy, um, renewable, clean, green. These are all marketing terms. Those are the promoters' terms. And as my friend Jesse Osabel has said many times, solar and wind may be renewable, but they are not green. And I think that that captures that just perfectly. And why is that true? Why they may be renewable, but they are not green? Well, one of the biggest reasons is that they require this massive footprint. They require enormous amounts of land, and therefore, as I talked about in our previous segment, this is resulting in land use conflicts all over the world. You mentioned my Substack, robertbryce.substack.com. That's where I do almost all my writing. I have also been cataloging on my website, robertbryce.com, in the Renewable Rejection Database, all of the rejections that are happening across the United States of wind and solar. And I've started collecting data on batteries, but I've documented now in the United States more than 800 rejections or restrictions of wind energy, and it's from Maine to Hawaii. Local people, as I said, everyone everywhere cares about what happens in their neighborhoods. And these landscape destroying, view shed destroying, property value decreasing projects of wind and solar, local people are just saying, we don't want these and put them somewhere else. And that's what we're seeing in Spain. Now, if I can jump to one other thing, we talked about nuclear briefly, and this is the other part of the issues that are now facing Spain. And it's what I wrote about on May 2nd on my Substack, where the headline was, yes, we can blame solar for Spain's blackout. And if the socialist government doesn't change course, expect more blackouts. Well, what is the socialist government there, headed by Pedro Sanchez? They're saying they're going to close all of Spain's nuclear plants by 2035. Tom, Matt, that's 20% of all the power generation in Spain. So they're seeing they've just had a blackout, and yet despite this, and despite the problems, despite the objections in rural Spain against these solar and wind projects, they're saying, oh, we're going to close our nuclear plants. Well, then it's clear then if they aren't serious about climate change,